5 steps to winning in business. If you own a business or you want to own a business someday, you need to know these 5 steps. If you want to be successful and grow a business that can be sold, that you can create generational wealth for you and your family, you need to implement these 5 steps today. These are steps that I've learned from running my business. Yes, I own a business, so I can relate to those who own businesses. And I'm going to tell you from the mentors that I've had and the lessons I've learned, these 5 steps are super important. So if you get value out of today's video, please hit like and subscribe. Going into this right now. Number 1, start the right business. Try to create reoccurring revenue in your business. The correct business is a business that has some sort of mechanism in reoccurring revenue. Why do you want reoccurring revenue? Because the effort it takes to get a client, and if you can create reoccurring revenue from that client, you think the most successful businesses in our world, they have their clients interact with their business multiple times throughout the year. Think of McDonald's. They want you to come back almost every day for breakfast. And then every now and then for lunch. You think of Apple, they want you to buy their laptops, they want you to buy their phones, they want you to buy some sort of device from them every year, if not twice a year. The top businesses want you reinforcing their business. They want you coming back. So you need to have a business in which you're dealing with that same client, because then you can nurture that client. You can create a relationship with that client, and then you can get referrals from that client. So even if you're in a business that is very hard, like roofing may not be reoccurring, right? You put on a roof, but how can you set some sort of protection plan or something that you can sell with that roof that adds some sort of maybe an annual fee of $20, something to add reoccurring revenue to level out that revenue for you. Number 3, sales should be the primary focus until you reach $1 million in revenue. Don't get cute. I see so many people, they grow their business to a certain size and they start doing all this. They start focusing on technology. They start focusing on their mission statement, their logo. They're trying to get all these things. They're getting distracted. Whatever got you to 100,000, whatever got you to 200,000, you need to do more of that. And usually that's sales. Usually that's the hard stuff that you don't want to do, that now you think you don't need to do it because you've grown your business. Let's be honest, sales is the primary focus, and once you get over $1 million, then you can start implementing those things. That's when it's going to matter. That's when you need to create culture. That's when you need to start really thinking about how you want to build out your company employee-wise. You need to really start thinking strategically. But up to that point, sales is the only focus. So don't get cute. Put your head down. Build that business. Number 3, grow your profit until you matched your salary that you had before or a standard living. What that means is if you were making $100,000, and you're comfortably living on that, what you need to do is you need to grow your business profit to where you, the owner, are making $100K. A lot of people won't tell you this. They're going to tell you to sacrifice everything. I'm not. I'm telling you to grow your business so your profit's $100,000. You're comfortable there. You're able to invest. You're able to, set money aside for retirement. At that point, any money above that is going to go 100%, or a large portion of that is going to go back into reinvesting back in your business. Why do I want you to have a living wage? Because I don't want you to resent your business, and I know the time value of money. If you're able to invest like you were when you had a job, you're able to invest for retirement, so these massive reinvestments, if they go south, that's okay. You still have a living wage. You still have money saved for retirement, and it allows you to have a clear head when you're reinvesting. You're looking at it as a point of view is, hey, if this works out, that's great. If for some reason it doesn't, I'm still fine. What happens, a lot of people, is they put themselves in a corner, and that's what happens when their money goes away. They have no money to live on, and they end up closing up because they're going bankrupt. I'm telling you to be a little bit more patient, grow that profit until you have a living wage. Number 4, outsource to a third party prior to hiring somebody to do that job. Employees will be the biggest headache in your business. Finding good employees, finding employees that will show up, finding employees that stay great. A lot of employees start really hot, fizzle out. Some employees don't show up on time. They can't do their work properly. They're expensive. You got to pay payroll taxes. You got to pay benefits most of the time if you want to have good people. You got to potentially match on a 401k. There are so many options that you can outsource that I think you definitely need employees eventually. But if you can outsource some of the clerical tasks to a virtual assistant, I know people that have VAs for $800 a month, $1,000 a month for a virtual assistant to do their clerical work. That's less than minimum wage. Okay, so and that's 40 hours to outsource that to somebody that if they're not doing very well, it's really easy to let that person go. It's a 1099 agreement, which basically means you pay them. You're not paying payroll taxes. You're paying that person as a subcontractor. So if you're able to outsource things to a third party before you're hiring somebody, it allows you to remove those headaches until you get to a certain point. Like that $1 million mark that I mentioned before, you don't want to have issues with employees growing up to that point. You want to say, hey, how can I make things where I can make decisions quickly, where I can outsource to somebody? And it's probably going to save me some money, save me some profit, so I can get to that profitability, and then I can reinvest back into an employee. But at the first part, you want to outsource that stuff to a third party and not deal with the headaches as you're growing your business. Number 5, exit/sell your business at its peak. I see so many people. I own an insurance agency, and a lot of times we meet with business owners, and I see people that did not sell their business when it was at its top, when it was at its peak. I remember an individual, I met with him, and he said, yeah, we used to do 5 to 6 million a year, and that was great. I was really hustling, and now we've really dialed it back, and we're doing about 800 a year. That guy, if he would have sold his business when he was doing 5 to 6 million a year, he would have had a higher multiple, which is a multiple is if it's the right business, you can sell it for 5 to 7 times, sometimes 4 if it's a lesser multiple, but that's the profit. The multiple of the profit is what you can sell for. So if he's doing 5 million and he's profiting 1 million, 5 times 1 is a $5 million business. Now he's doing 800, let's say he's profiting 300. 300 times 5 is 1.5. So he's shot himself in the foot when he could have sold at its peak and let somebody else take over that and continue to grow that business. So when you start to feel yourself where your business has grown to a massive point and you're like, you know what, I don't know if I'm feeling myself continuing to grow this. I don't know if I have it in me. That's when you start asking around or maybe seeing if a private equity company wants to come in and buy your business so that you can maximize what you're going to make. Sell at the right time, even though you may not feel like you're ready. Taking a $3 to $4 or $5 million payday is a lot smarter than waiting 10 years and taking a $1 million payday. So take that and maybe potentially start another business, put it in an investment that pays you enough to live off of, and start to enjoy your life. Life is short, so don't short yourself when it comes to selling your business. So if you like today's video, please hit like and subscribe. I provide content on a daily basis. I drop it around 1 p.m. every day. Tips on growing your business, how to start businesses, business ideas to help you get to that next level in your life. Thank you.